Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for your interest in this new partnership between My Culture Connect and the CCC Chinese School. My name is Quentin Gooch, and I am the program manager here at My Culture Connect. Allow me just a few minutes of your time to introduce this new volunteer partnership, which we hope will be a great opportunity for you. So, we here at My Culture Connect would like to thank you for your interest in this unique opportunity. This volunteer program will give you a chance to not only help others improve their English proficiency, but also help you strengthen your proficiency in your Chinese language skills. Oftentimes, when we teach others a skill, it also sharpens our skill in what we're teaching. And that is what we hope will happen when you assist others who are native Chinese speakers in their English proficiency. Also, as a part of this program, MCC will give you a certificate for the hours that you volunteer for us, which you can then use for college applications or for job opportunities to show your involvement in your community. Okay, so now I would like to just give a brief introduction of My Culture Connect, otherwise known as MCC. So, My Culture Connect was founded in 2009, and it is a nonprofit organization that aims to enrich the culture and education in Changhua County, which is a rural county in Taiwan. In Taiwan, it is also known as Renshi, which means role model or people's teacher. So, what we aim to do here as a nonprofit organization is be a role model for others within the community to increase education and cultural awareness, not only for those in Taiwan, but as a partnership. So those who are volunteering also get a chance to increase their cultural awareness as well. We have five main missions here at MCC. The first being to train volunteers like yourself to help in areas that lack educational resources. As I mentioned, Shanghai County is a rural county in Taiwan, and so they do not have the same access to educational resources that some of the larger, more urban areas have. Second, we make free teaching materials and share them with students, teachers, and schools so that we can assist them in helping others learn. We also organize study groups and promote lifelong learning. So here at MCC, we don't focus solely on children, but also we have many college and adult age learners who are still working with us here at MCC. We also organize contests, speeches, and other educational events so that students are able to practice these new skills that they learn. And last, we want to increase global understanding through English education. So not only are we teaching English language skills, but we also have a focus on cultural and global awareness. And so through our use of English education, we also hope to teach global awareness, especially on global issues and cultural awareness to our students. Okay, so now that you have a little bit of a background on what My Culture Connect is, let's talk a little bit about how you, as a student at the CCC Chinese School, can help. We have two different opportunities that you can take to help volunteer with us here at MCC. Everything that we do is completely online, which makes it convenient for you because you can volunteer from the comfort of your home or maybe even a quiet place at your school. The first type of volunteer opportunity that we offer is one on one tutoring. This is when you will work one on one or potentially one on two with a student to help them in their English language needs. Many of our students may have specific goals that they hope to obtain, such as competing in a speech contest, or maybe there's a standardized test that is coming up that they need a little bit of assistance on their English proficiency to be able to feel comfortable on that exam. So, some of our one on one tutoring involves specific needs. Other one on one tutoring is for conversational practice. So, going a little bit beyond just teaching grammar rules, but to having those conversations so that people can feel more comfortable and more natural when speaking English. One on one tutoring is often great for volunteers who need a little bit more flexibility because we match you and pair you with a student who has the same availability as you. And therefore, it is a little bit more convenient if maybe you have a tight schedule or maybe you're involved in many different activities, so your availability is very limited. We can work with that. So, one on one tutoring may be for you if these are concerns that you may have. We also offer the opportunity for co teaching. Now, co teaching is where you will work with a teacher who is on the ground teaching English classes in Taiwan. This setup, you will still join the class virtually, but you will work with a teacher there in Taiwan that will assist you with classroom management, answering questions, and that sort of thing. This is a more structured volunteer program because we work with schools and therefore our classes are at specific times when they occur at the school. And so, for you, for most of you who are in the Eastern time zone, Taiwan is 12 hours ahead of you during daylight saving time, and then will be 13 hours ahead of you once we fall back. And so, depending on your availability, this is a much more structured means of volunteering. And so, if your availability matches some of these times, that's great. And we would love to have you as a co teacher. But again, as I mentioned, if you have more limited availability, then one on one tutoring may be the route for you. So, now that I've explained a little bit about the opportunities that we have, let's talk about some of the resources we offer here at MCC to make sure that you can be a successful volunteer. We try our very best to make sure that we set you up for success by giving you various resources that are at your disposal. The first are classroom observations. Each week, we have several classes that we open up to observers to be able to see exactly what happens in a classroom and how our volunteers work with the teachers in a classroom. These classroom observations are ones that you do not have to actively participate in. You can join with your camera off, you can remain muted, and all you have to do is just watch and observe the different techniques and the different things that our teachers do. Classroom observations are offered throughout the week, and there are many different teachers who participate in these. And so you'll get to see different styles and different ways that teachers interact with students. This is often one of the first steps that many volunteers do so that they can have an idea of what is expected when they volunteer. Next, we offer weekly office hours. These are scheduled once a week, and they're an opportunity for you to come and ask me and other MCC teachers questions, any questions that you may have about your volunteer experience. This is a great time if you need help with possibly lesson planning, tips or techniques for teaching, anything that may come to mind that would help you feel more comfortable volunteering. This is what these office hours are for. It is an open forum where any question goes. And if you join our office hours and you're in a location where you're unable to turn your video on and unmute, we also answer questions in the chat of the office hour meeting. So don't feel like if our office hour happens at a time when you're unable to be present as in video on and unmuted, you can still type questions and we will address those out of the chat. Also, we offer tutoring and co-teaching orientation videos. These videos help make sure that you are aware of the expectations and what will happen, especially in your first session of either tutoring or co-teaching. It talks about how to create your first lesson, the lesson planning process, what our students typically expect. And so, this is a good way to at least get you started on what you should be thinking about as you're preparing to tutor or co teach for the first time. Of course, in combination with watching our orientation video and attending office hours, you will have the opportunity to ask any questions that you may have prior to actually volunteering with a real student. Lastly, we also have a full Chinese website that has a whole slew of resources in Mandarin that you can utilize during your lessons. While most of our lessons are full English immersion, we also have lots of Mandarin resources to assist you in teaching English. And so these are great resources, especially for you as a bilingual teacher to be able to use and assist you in your classrooms. And so this is another one of our resources that we offer. All right. So, if we've gotten this far and you are still interested in this volunteer opportunity, let's see how you can get started. All right. It is very easy, and essentially all it takes is an email. So, the first thing that you will do is send me an email to this email address listed here. When you send this email, please make sure to provide basic information such as your name, age, and the year you are in school at the CCC Chinese School. Next, once I receive your interest, I will then send you an email that will have various resources and links and a step by step instruction of what you should do next. Included in this email will be the observation schedule so that you can jump right in and begin observing classes at your convenience. It will also include the website of the Chinese language resources that I mentioned. And most importantly, it will include an availability form. In this availability form, you will be able to let us know your availability each day of the week and your preferences for the type of student that you would like, and also the mode of volunteering, whether it be tutoring or co teaching. And lastly, once you receive that email from me, just make sure to complete those steps that I detail in the email and you will be able to get started with your observations, tutoring, and or co-teaching. We are so happy that you are interested in potentially volunteering with us here at MCC. We look forward to hearing from you, and please don't hesitate to email me with any questions that you may have about this new partnership with the CCC Chinese School. Thank you very much, and I hope to speak with you soon.